Rondebosch gets themselves out of the danger.
Yeah, great save on the line from the postman of Rondebosch. A strong flick from Dean Carrick. You can't fault the flick. I think that was pretty accurate. But a great save on the line, and the score remains 0-0.
Quick turnover for SACS in midfield. This captain Uzair Pillay on the ball, looking for a gap. He finds it, links up nicely with the teammates on the wrong foot. Makes contact with the ball, but unfortunately it doesn't come off quite well. But the signs are there that this SACS side, they are looking to attack.
And unfortunately, just a little, looks like a little hit on the head. I think the umpire just trying to rein this situation in. Be safe rather than sorry with any sort of head collision. And it looks like it's a little bit under control.
A little bit unfortunate for the Rondebosch defender. Just the stick of the attacker just coming through and giving him a little bit of a touch on the head. And well done to the umpire for noticing that it was a head injury and getting the player off the field immediately to be assessed. As Rondebosch gets the game back underway. High press coming in from the SACS team as they set up the pocket in the midfield and turn the ball over. But Rondebosch keep fighting their way through, and the turnover is there. Pillay with the ball, making a dangerous run through the middle. Tough and strong challenge coming in from the Rondebosch defender, but illegally so, says the umpire, and it's another short corner. Another chance for the home side to get themselves on the board.
Yeah, just judged to be a little bit of an aggressive challenge there from, I think it's the captain, Luca Miller. He and Uzair Pillay, who won the penalty corner, know each other quite well. So obviously just a bit of cat and mouse there. And SACS have their second penalty corner of the game.
What we've seen time and time again in schoolboy hockey is that the double castle is what they always go for. This time the trap is not good, and it's a counter-attack chance for Rondebosch down this left-hand flank as SACS scurry their way back and try to get numbers behind the ball. Rondebosch then still keeping the ball down the left flank, trying to just settle things a little bit as they maintain possession, but excellent tracking back. And that's what you want to see from a striker, helping out the defenders, tracking back and getting that little shave tackle in to win the ball back as SACS now come with a counter-attack, finding space in the left-hand side. Tries to a little 1-2 link up and doesn't quite work this time for them, but they will remain in possession inside the Rondebosch 23. It's where we've seen them for the best part of the opening 5 minutes of this game. Captain Pillay on the ball, opting to send it back to the defenders to keep possession.
Yeah, Thomas Stewart on the ball now at left defense, being tracked there by Nathan. They know each other as well from a lot of hockey through the ages. And Uzair Pillay keeping the ball now, playing it to Michael Cowan. And great tackling back there by Raik Daniels. I think Raik's got his older brother playing in the first team game a bit later. Great lead from Dean Carrick. And a strong save. Rondebosch looking calm in deep defense, which is not always a sign of boys at this young age. And yeah, it's certainly a game here where I think the physicality is certainly going to play its hand. Both sides having a couple of big boys for 16.
We've seen a high number of turnovers in this game thus far, and that's what you're going to get when you've got two attack-minded teams going at it. There's going to be a high turnover rate, and it's what you do with the ball when you do turn it over that's going to count. But it has certainly been all the home side in the opening 6.5 minutes. The white wall, the white wave, just plugging away at the blue and gold dam wall. And what is it going to take to get through this Rondebosch defense? Certainly something that the SACS boys will be asking themselves. And if what we've seen before with under 14s and under 15s is anything to go by, the SACS side will be well drilled. They know exactly what to do in order to find their way through the Rondebosch defense as we See SACS changing the channel and linking up nicely with each other. They're off the ball. Work rate has been exceptional. Danger is now in the top D. And at the end of it all, it's another short corner to SACS as the Rondebosch defenders get in each other's way. And this white wall of pressure continues to mount on the Rondebosch defense.
Yeah, first touch there for Cohen Williams. He's one of the few grade 9s in the SACS team. He's a man that, to my knowledge, has some SA athletics behind his name, and he's really, really quick. And then passing it to Liam Haupt, who won the penalty corner. Davis on the flick.
Time. Flick comes in. Unfortunately, though, for the keeper, it ricochets off the inside of his kicker. Settles into the bottom corner of the poles, and it's the home side SACS who get themselves 1-0 in the lead.
Yeah, Rowan Davis there on the first castle up against his old primary school. And what do they say? Just put it hard and low, and as long as it's on target, you force the goalkeeper to make a save. And I think there the goalkeeper might have been premeditating a certain corner. And 1-0 to SACS. 1-0 to SACS, and Rowan Davis there getting on the scoreboard.
So the pressure eventually telling for SACS as they find themselves back in possession, and it's one of those things where Rondebosch, every time they get in possession, the SACS defenders are quick to pounce and are quick to set up their little pockets and win possession back. And as we've seen time and time again, this SACS outfit just stringing their passes together, finding their man, and just making it look a little bit too easy at times. And sometimes when it is a bit too easy, little mistakes will creep in and position is coughed up once again. But
yeah, Luca Miller on the ball now. Highly rated defender for his age. Really, really calm on the ball and a strong marker. And penalty corner won by Ray Bonnet against, who I think was Josh Thompson, just having a mistrap there, left defense, strong carry, and I think there's that saying that goes, try get the goal. If you don't get the goal, put a shot on target, and if you can't put a shot on target, win the penalty corner. So, yeah, Bonnet there, disciplined enough to see what's happening and looks for the challenge and wins the penalty corner.
It goes again to Davis, who attempts a second drag flick. This time, though, kept out by the first wave, but the pressure's still on as SACS retain possession, going down the baseline, cutting inside, weaving his way in between the defenders, and some exceptional skill from the SACS right link, it looks like. Who managed to worm his way through the Rondebosch defense and get his side another short corner.
Yeah, I think that looks like it was Michael Redden-Turner.
He's still alive?
As you've said, highly skilled on the ball there and winning a penalty corner. There it is again. Just a little change of speed, inside, outside, back outside, and looks like just a firm challenge.
It goes to Rowan Davies once again, this time to the captain, Hussein Pillay, who flicks it up high and gets it rocketed into the back of the net. Top corner stuff from close range. And it's the home side. SACS under 16A who gets themselves 2-0 to the good.
Pillay. Jeez, what a flick from the captain, courageous Isaiah Pillay. And SACS go 2 to the good.
Excellent variation from the SACS outfit at that short corner. Obviously having scored the first one through Rowan Davis, getting themselves 1-0 up with a drag flick, getting another short corner and faking that he's going to take the flick once again. This time he does lay it off to the captain, Pillay, who had all the time in the world to pick his spot, and spot he decided was the roof of the net. And SACS now with 11.5 minutes gone in the opening quarter, 2 goals to the good. And as we've seen,
yeah, it looks like Davis wants it, slips it, and then Pillay. Oh my goodness, what a flick. I mean, that is I've watched this guy over the last couple of years, particularly on an indoor court, and I've seen him take a couple of those slip drags over the years, and geez, doesn't matter if it's indoor or outdoor. Evidently, he is highly confident in that skill set.
It's good to see the captain leading from the front and showing the rest of the team that if you find yourself in the circle, get your shot on target. It might just end up in the back of the net, which certainly did for them as more pressure exerted on the Rondebosch defense by Dean Carrick, who swings the ball across, and umpire this time says used the wrong side of his stick, but ominous signs remains for Rondebosch.
Yeah, just in picture at the moment, Liam Haupt, small man in stature, but geez, he's got a big heart, and when he is on form, he is quite a customer in the midfield. But as you say, Dean Carrick, Mr. Versatile, as they call him in this team, I think the only position he hasn't played this season has probably been goalkeeper. And yeah, he's able to really link up play well, having that versatility and understanding of the game.
A rare forage into the SACS 23 for Rondebosch comes to nothing as the SACS defense organizes themselves well enough to avert the danger. It's a bit of a speculative ball from the centre back of SACS, looking for his outside half. Fortunately for him, it doesn't go to the Rondebosch stick, and SACS remains in possession as they switch the ball from the right hand side of the field to the left. Wayne Mandaba on the left hand side of the field. This time though, the possession is coughed up, and Rondebosch with a chance in the far right hand corner. Player left isolated as Uzair Pillay comes in to assist Mandamba in defense and easily snuffs out that attack as they breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. Seems as though the Rondebosch boys are opting for a bit of a three-quarter press, nothing too intense from their side yet, as they win back possession off a wild pass from the SACS left link. An excellent.
Yeah, really well controlled there by Raik Daniels at centre midfield, and then Ryan Williams helping him out at right defence. Those two, to my knowledge, are both grade 9 boys in this Rondebosch 16A side, but both certainly seem to command a really important position in this team, and that bodes well for them as well, because they'll be back next year stronger, bigger, more skillful if that's possible, and that Rondebosch side next year can really look to build through them. And here's Josh Opperman. The group of boys just love seeing Josh playing at centre midfield. He generally seems to have the engine to be involved in most plays. But great defence there by Josh Thompson, winning the ball and transferring it around the back.
Opperman then back in position as he weighs up his options, contains the ball, gives it to Hout. Hout then gets the ball forward, and it's a slight little touch, trying to link up with the fellow striker that goes a little bit high and snuffs out that attack for SACS. But we've seen time and time again, every time that SACS get on the ball, they make a way and they find a way to get themselves into the final quarter of Rondebosch.
Yeah, I saw Mikey Roden-Turner's face there. He's not happy with himself with that mistrap. But quite a direct ball up from Bosch, going from centre back to outside back and forward straight away, and actually making a really good fist of it. Well controlled by the forward. Double turnover, but I think if Rondebosch, as this game goes further forward, can look to build forward quickly, I think with some of their speedy forwards, they can make some good opportunities.
Neat little turn from Haupt. So he picks the ball up on the left-hand side, or rather the right-hand side of the field, and tries to change the angle, but no options for him. So he comes back this way as they link up. Neat little 1-2, finds Opperman on the outside. He takes a dart with a straight line towards the circle, and 2 quick passes, shot and goal. Excellent work from the Bosch goalkeeper coming in, closing down the angle as Rondebosch tried to launch a counter-attack of their own. Good composure at the back. Looks like Cohen Williams just keeping his side with the 0 as the whistle goes for the end of the first quarter. It's been an exciting one. It is the home side, SACS, taking a 2-goal lead over the visitors, Rondebosch, thanks to a drag flick from Rowan Davis, and then also a second short corner goal through captain Uzair Pillay, finding the roof of the net from close ranges. We take a little bit of a break. As the coaches give their final instructions, we'll see you on the other side of this. Welcome back to the Brewery Astro here at SACS. And it's been an action-packed opening quarter between the SACS under 16As and Rondebosch under 16As. It's been the home side that have had the rub of the green in the opening quarter, finding themselves 2 goals up over the visiting Rondebosch boys side. It's been thus far 15 minutes of white wall pressure on the blue and gold of Rondebosch, and the second quarter starts much the same as the first quarter ended, with SACS applying all sorts of pressure on Rondebosch when they do have the ball. And as we've seen time and time again, the SACS boys are easily able to turn possession over and then maintain it for quite a considerable amount of time as they probe and look for an opening, which they do find as they pick out Dean Carrick, who lays it off, and it's a first-time snapshot inside the circle. And
what a goal from, believe it or not, Rowan Davis again. I have seen that link up between Bonnet and Davis, jeez, for a good couple of months now. But what a minute of hockey by SACS. I mean, there Carrick getting into a great position, Bonnet with a strong inside arc, and Davis with an opportunistic one-time touch. I'm not sure there if Liam Hobb got a touch or not, but geez, I think Davis is going, knowing him, he is claiming that one all the way, and fantastic play there by SACS. 3-0 to the good.
It's an excellent start to the second quarter for the home side as they stretch their lead even further. So, Captain Uzair Pillay in possession, showing off some of his nifty skills. It's easy to spot him with that bright orange captain's band around the left foot, or rather around the left shin, as the entire SACS 11, or at least the SACS 10 outfield players park themselves inside the Rondebosch half. And for the first time we see SACS look for the long ball, not finding a player on this occasion. Rondebosch just trying to organize themselves as try to get play back underway.
I see there's one or two little positional changes. I see Murray Goodwin's gone from centre back for Rondebosch to right defender and has switched with Ryan Williams.
Liam Howe putting all sorts of pressure on Rondebosch here on the Rondebosch left-hand side, and Pelé doing what he does all the time, coming in to assist his fellow teammate to win over possession, but not this time, as Rondebosch keep themselves on the ball, maintaining possession this time, linking up nicely, keeping possession down the left-hand flank goes Rondebosch. Excellent defense though from the home side as they win back possession quite easily. Into the midfield goes the ball, another one nicely upfield, extra space coming in onto the inside for Carrick. Looks for the first time layoff for Davis. Davis has a snapshot once again. But
yeah, I mean, the amount of times I can tell you that Davis touches the ball in the circle is probably the least, but his output is just really, really high. And a good link up yet again from that midfield of SACS.
Pelé looking for Haupt on the baseline. He gets him. Haupt looks for the short corner, doesn't get it, but on the second occasion, doesn't do it when he's got the ball on his stick, but he does it when he's having to defend, just finding the foot nicely. And it's another short corner for the home team. We've seen the straight drag flick. We've seen the left slip. What is it going to be this time for the home side? They have scored on both of those occasions.
Yeah, I see SACS have all three strike flickers on, Carrick, Davis and Stewart. So your guess is as good as mine.
It goes to Davis, who loads it off to the left to Stewart. Under all sorts of pressure, somehow gets the ball away, and the mad scramble in the end is turned in once again by SACS.
Michael Cowan, the centre back who gets his opportunity at the penalty corner. I mean, I know he scored, I think it was 2 last week, and there he is in picture right now. He's going to let the boys know that he has got on the score sheet as the last line defender. Obviously, set play like a penalty corner allows that. Here it is again. Cowan pushes. Piles traps. Stewart picks it up, makes something out of nothing on the floor. Great save on the line by Ryan Williams, but Michael Cowan wanted that goal and gets his name on the score sheet.
While we were watching that replay, the SACS wave just kept on coming. They've once again found themselves inside the Rondebosch circle and won yet another penalty corner. It is wave after wave of pressure from the SACS under 16As. Can they add to their tally? They're already 4 goals to the good. It's Davis, goes to the drag flick, he goes low. Excellent work by the postman to keep that one out, to keep it down to 4 goals only thus far in this match.
I see Davis there hoping for that hat-trick, but a great save on the line by Ryan Williams. And certainly having coached against Williams earlier this year, that man has a lot of fight and character in him, and he won't give up regardless. Not only is he a good defender, he's confident on the ball, and he's just shown his Bosch side what's needed.
It's wonderful to see the postman helping out the keeper. That's his job. He's got to circle things, but here comes SACS once again, another opportunity. The diminutive Liam Haupt down the right-hand flank has been an absolute thorn in the side of the Rondebosch defense. He's just making chance after chance down the right-hand side, and don't think Rondebosch has got an answer to Liam Haupt on the right-hand side as they try to keep possession now down the far side of the field. And as we've seen, the Rondebosch boys trying to engage in the one-on-ones, but it's the SACS defenders who keep winning back possession and turning the ball over. Pick up from Davis on the tackle. He has another snapshot, and he does get the hat-trick.
Oh, we won't hear about that. We won't hear the end of that. Let me tell you, that's going to be spoken about to his entire year group. He's going to let the entire world know. But Davis Cheap is there, putting the Rondebosch defence under pressure, winning the ball. There it is again, winning it. Seeing Cohen Williams as an extra pass, but as a true forward would, he goes for goal. And he puts his name on the score sheet for the third time in one half. There it is again, a good, strong tackle, strong infield break, and yeah, well done.
There's nothing quite like a greedy striker, I can tell you that, Brinsley.
Yeah, look, all of my years, I know I've played midfield for most of it. I wouldn't be able to score if you kept the goalkeeper off the field. So Rowan Davis there showing what is done. And yeah, sometimes you know what they say, if you don't buy a ticket, you're not going to win the lotto. And Davis there certainly bought a ticket and got his name on the score sheet, and well done to him.
The white wave of pressure continues on the Rondebosch defense as Liam Haupt, the diminutive figure, causing all sorts of problems on the right-hand flank. And when him and Captain Uzair Pillay link up, anything can happen for the home side. And
here's the eyes up of Davis, looking for Cohen Williams, seeing the goalkeeper come off his line and having that shot. Tenacious defense again by Williams. He's certainly industrious and getting around the park. I think if it was me here, I'd maybe just have a look at Bosch, if I was the Bosch team, and just say once or twice to slow down play just a little bit. I think they've done a great job of defending deep, but when they do win it, to create some more options for themselves, maybe slow it down, get some guys high up the park, and then able to take it from there. Tariq, I know you and I are chatting pre-game about some of the games that you've played over the past. I mean, what would your outlook be here if you were both the SACS coach as well as the Rondebosch coach, and some info you'd give to your team going into half-time?
I think from the SACS point of view, there's not much you can change. Everything that you have been trying has been working. So for them, they just got to keep doing what they're doing, continue to get their passes to stick, continue to work together as a unit on defense like they have been, turning possession over, and continuing to upgrade every single chance that they get. On the Rondebosch side, though, for them, they've got to just settle. They've got to get themselves on the ball for a lot longer, and the quickest way to do that is when you are in possession, not to engage in those one-on-one encounters. You got to get teammates to work for you off the ball, ensure that the passes are a lot shorter, a lot crisper, so that when you do find each other stick, that the confidence will grow from there. You'll maintain for possession a lot longer. You would allow your strikers to get up a level. Your linking up with each other will be a lot better, and it's amazing what a little bit of possession can do in terms of your confidence. So I would certainly, as the Rondebosch coach, try and get the players just to calm themselves down a bit. I think they're trying to match the pace that SACS are playing at. And that is something that you can't do when you're up against a side as well drilled as SACS are. You've got to, when in position, try and slow it down to your pace. Try and get them to play your type of game. Because at the moment, SACS is making Rondebosch play SACS hockey. Yeah. As Pillay comes through, finds it. It's an open net this time. But the upright backstick attempt is missed, unfortunately for SACS, and you can just see the anguish on the striker's face. I think the Rondebosch keeper did very, very well to come off his line and apply the pressure that he could onto the SACS striker to nullify that attack. As a breakaway now from Rondebosch down the right-hand side. It's a rare chance. In the circle it comes. Ball is loose. Can somebody get on the end of it? No, it can't. Liam Haupt in there once again to mop it up.
Yeah, the pocket rockets, Liam Haupt, he gets through some yardage in a game, I can assure you of that. And, geez, I mean, we've seen him in the opposite circle more often than not, but knowing his defensive duties, tracking back and making a very important last-ditch tackle. But, yeah, I think Rondebosch there, if they can play a couple of those counters, they will definitely create some great opportunities.
And just as SACS were defending, and quickly in the blink of an eye, they can get themselves onto the attacker. An excellent chance went a begging there for them. Neat little interplay between the strikers. Ray Bonnet with the final shot at goal, and unfortunately for him, keeper making the save on this occasion. But the pressure on the Rondebosch defense continues with around 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pillay showing some nifty stick work and excellent strength to maintain possession as Mandamva is there in support. The ball goes out to the left. Tom Stewart finds Opperman in the circle. Another loose ball and scrambled away this time by Rondebosch.
Oh, great goalkeeping. There's nothing better than seeing a goalkeeper make a save off balance. You know, we train so many things as teams that you know you can get right. But something like training a goalkeeper off balance, I don't think it's too often done. And Rondebosch goalkeeper there, showing just how agile and nimble he is. SACS here probably going a little bit too much into contact now, when I think if they just played sort of 2-3 touch hockey, they'd probably get a bit more purchase. But Luca Miller, a strong defender with another strong tackle. Jake Twig on the ball now.
Once again, Liam Haupt showing his excellent work on defense as he turns the ball over and gets an attack going. Opperman tries to get the ball in. There's another chance for SACS, and another chance goes wide. This time, Uzair Pillay, the captain, with a snapshot on the backstick. Takes a bit of a deflection off a Rondebosch defender. And
yeah, look, I think there was that song about 10 years ago called Make This Circle Bigger. And I think at the moment, SACS, I think every guy just trying to get on the scoreboard. So what that just does is it unfortunately, the circle can't get bigger. You know, it's a solid white line for a reason. And I think the SACS guys all maybe just crowding one another's space. And with every white shirt that goes forward, there's also a blue shirt that comes back. And maybe just having a bit more discipline to fill the zones with a certain amount of players. And from there will be a little bit more time and space for SACS to get on the ball.
It usually happens when you find yourself in a comfortable position, few goals to the good, that a little bit of individuality creeps in here and there. Every player wanting to get themselves on the scoreboard. Another shot comes in on the backhand, and excellent save from the goalkeeper this time. An exceptional shot on the backstick, looking for the top corner, but the keeper up to it on this occasion as the players make their way off the field. What a way to end the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, geez, I really think for under 16 hockey, and I know you and I can speak for this for years, but I know I didn't have the skill sets and the game understanding that these two sides are showing out here today. I think also another one, and it's always, I think it just shows that there's a pipeline, but both coaches are actually old boys of the school. So Dylan Thorburn, the Rondebosch 16A coach, and Sam Holmes, SACS under 16A coach, having come through their own school programs. And I think that also leads itself to the guys really making the guys play for the badge and understanding what has worked in their hockey programs through the years. Yeah, if you were Sam Holmes right now, Tariq, what would you be saying to your guys outside of trust the process and things that have been going well? Have you identified anything that could be improved on?
I think the only thing is the individuality that's crept in towards the end of the half. Probably just get them to stick to the game plan, stick to what got them the 5 goals in the first place, and just continue doing that. As long as they do that, they'll get more goals. As we take a final shot at the Rondebosch side as well, getting their little team talk as the sun makes its way behind the mountain and the artificial lights comes on here at the Brewery Astro. The SACS side taking a 5-0 lead into the halftime break. Welcome back to the Brewery Astro at SACS. It is an absolute festival of hockey that we have been bringing to you right here on Super Sports Schools. The first half of the game between the under 16A sides of SACS and Rondebosch. The first half has come to an end. The second half is about to begin, and it's the home side SACS who enjoy a comfortable 5-0 lead thanks to a hat-trick from prolific striker Rowan Davis, and then a goal each from Captain Uzair Pillay and the tall centre-back Mike Cohen, who was absolutely chuffed when he managed to get his name on the score sheet. The first half possession was dominated by the team in white, as well as the territory finding themselves encamping inside the Rondebosch half for the majority of the 30 minutes. We did see one or two occasions where the Rondebosch side managed to get themselves into the SACS defensive circle, but no meaningful chances then for the visitors thus far in the game, as the SACS under 16As continue their wave of pressure on their visitors, finding passes at will as the SACS team. And on this occasion though, Rondebosch are up for the challenge, but Mandamba is there, manages to win back possession and keep it for the home side in that far corner. See, he has switched over to the right hand side of the field, started the game out at left half, now applying his trade on the right half as SACS look for a circle entry down the right hand side, but not to be on this occasion. And frenetic start then to the second half.
Yeah, great 1v1 defense there by Nathan Masikwe. Really, really exciting forward. Always seems to pop up on the score sheets as well with these really well-timed deflections, but they're showing his hand at defending. Cole Allen there, probably the smallest guy on the field tonight, youngster, grade 9 boy from SACS. You can see him with the blonde hair, the flowing locks, even if he's a short man. Made his debut last week for the 16A SACS side, and certainly starting to find some rhythm with the boys as well. But as per all game, Liam Haupt is just, he seems to be everywhere. He's confident, he's on the ball, and takes another quick free hit. Probably could have rolled it a bit quicker there.
Yeah, there's certainly been some positional changes for the home side. Liam Haupt started the game as the right link. We now see him at left link. Mandamba started at left half, now finds himself at right half. So the think tank of the SACS coaching staff has certainly tried to change things up for the second half in the hope that they can add to the 5 goals that they have already, as they maintain possession with Liam Haupt inside the circle. Looks to link up.
Yeah, first time, what do you want to call that? I wouldn't call that a shot. So first time sort of pass from Dean Carrick on the baseline. Nice patient build-up from SACS around the back, finding an extra player and getting a circle entry through Haupt yet again. Passing to Carrick, who saw, I think it was Josh Thompson, trying to get the interception and then winning the penalty corner from a first-time sort of pass.
Danger time for Rondebosch then, as SACS have already scored 2. It does come. Drag flick is there, looking for the deflection, and excellent save again from the Rondebosch keeper, keeping SACS out on this occasion. But it's an excellently taken short corner as Uzair Pillay gets the ball on the top D. Links up and open poles for Carrick. Unfortunately, though, doesn't get the timing right on that bunt.
Yeah, I mean, jeepers, Dean Carrick. Geez, I've seen him really confident on those bunts before, but yeah, I think some really good build-up there, some presence of mind. What's impressive to watch with both sides is their spatial recognition of, you know, how hard do I need to touch a ball or not. But no, what looked to be a 1v1 counter, and I don't think any way bad attacking from the Rondebosch attacker, but Michael Cowan loves defending, and he made sure he got his involvement for that little chucker interval there.
Rowan Davis then trying to get a cheeky little deflection over the top of the keeper, looking for his 4th goal. He's already got 3 in this one. He just wants to keep on adding his name onto the goal scorers list as Rondebosch comes away with possession, looking to strike through the heart of the SACS defense, straight up the middle.
I think Luca Miller here looking for the long slap. Yeah, but well picked by Mikey Roden-Turner.
Contrasting styles of play from the men in white and the men in blue. SACS happy to keep the passes short and crisp and find their man, and Rondebosch
watch this man if he gets away. Oh, he doesn't, unfortunately. Cohen Williams, I have it on good authority that he's got some form of SA athletics in him. I'm not going to say a sprinter. I'm not going to say 400 meters because I'm actually not sure. But if you give that man a bit of space, yeah, Cohen Williams, he's going to show you what he can do with some proper wheels.
Good chance for SACS now, down the right side, take it quickly, gets into the circle, looks for the foot, but it doesn't find anybody. And
probably not the worst thing. It might sound, unexpected, but it might give SACS a bit of space now deep in the field. Rondebosch come out to press, and a bit more space higher up for the attackers. Stewart there with a nice little roll inside, roll outside. But Rondebosch recover well and are behind the ball again.
Haupt finds Carrick in the circle, and ball flies loose, and who's the man on the end of it? Rowan Davis once again.
No, I don't think so. I think that man, Dean Carrick, has got his name on the score sheet. I know Davis is going to claim it. I know him, but no, I think Dean Carrick has made that half chance his own there. Some good off-the-ball movement from Cohen Williams and Rowan Davis to create space, and Dean Carrick opportunistic as always.
The way Rowan Davis celebrated that.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you've never met him before, I think you'll think all 6 goals are his, to be honest with you. But that's why he is a forward that loves to score goals. I think SACS are lucky that they've got 4 really, really gifted goal scorers in this team. And, yeah, if one isn't firing, believe me, the next one probably is going to.
So 6-0 up then for the home side as Cohen Williams comes down with it on the left-hand side, trying to get his way around the defender. Umpire says the defender did it illegally and has won. That is Cohen Williams who's won. Another short corner then for the home side. Well, 6 goals to the good. 8 minutes gone then in this, the third chukker. Around about 7 minutes to go before the end of the third chukker. 6 goals up to 0. With a chance now to extend that lead to 7. If you look at it, it's Carrick and Davies setting themselves up at the top of the D. Goes to Carrick, who tries to find Williams on the post. Haupt on it. Williams back to Carrick. Deflection comes in. Good save by the keeper and a wild swing from Davis.
Yeah, and Davis being a little bit naughty there, picking the ball up. Oh, but what a through ball. And Nathan Masikwe on the ball, 1v1 against Luke Salters. Wins a foul. Oh, I don't know. I think Luke, quite clever there. I think making himself pretty large. But well played by Nathan. And Ryan Williams wins it back.
Space on the outside for Rondebosch. They do find that man.
Josh Thompson there on the overlap.
Tries to link up with the teammate. The ball does get thrown in, but easier as you like for Rogan Sturk. I think that's probably the first time that he's actually seen the ball in this game. And he just nets it through the legs.
Yeah, Rogan Sturk, a hang of a good goalkeeper. Exciting to watch. So, yeah, I hope to see Rondebosch maybe looking for those counter-attacks. They've had 3 good counter-attack opportunities now. And I think if their forwards can be fed a little bit quicker on 1 or 2 of those free hits. I've seen Luca Miller with a long slap and Ryan Williams with a really nice overhead. those opportunities could present themselves for Jake Twig and Nathan Masikwe to have some opportunities against Rogan Stirk.
So into the final 5 minutes of the third chukker we go with home side SACS. 6 goals to the good. As they try now through Davis once again. Davis looking to get his 4th of the game. He's got a hat-trick already. Goes for the wild swing, and as we've seen now on more than one occasion, Davis as a striker just wanting to get his stick on the ball to get it in the poles as he goes on another surging run through the top D. Lays it off for a teammate, and it's Cohen Williams on the far post. As easy as you like. Open net. Nonchalantly slotting it away. And that is 7 for SACS. Excellent teamwork from the under-16 SACS boys, linking up nicely with each other and allowing another player to add his name to the score sheet.
Yeah, Davis there with a strong ball carry. Roden Turner getting the eyes up, feeding it to Cohen Williams, and the speed merchant gets his name on the score sheet. Strong tackle there by Luca Miller. I think Luca Miller really does play the consistent game really, really well. And I think from the Bosch perspective, if they can look to build that team around him for the remaining games of the season, they'll certainly have a strong spine. But helped with a strong infield break. Strong goalkeeping. Really, really good goalkeeping. I think Cohen Williams there trying to make something out of nothing, asking for the penalty corner. But I'm not really sure where else the goalkeeper's supposed to clear that ball in that instance.
Excellent work from Liam Haupt once again, showing what he's capable of with ball in hand. Most certainly is one to look out for in the future. The diminutive figure with the blue stick, causing all sorts of headaches for the Rondebosch defense, as Captain Pillay on the ball sends it out here to the left flank. Haupt wanting it, but on this occasion deciding to go back to Tom Stewart with the bright pink boots on. He's easy to spot as he collects the ball now on the halfway mark, eyeing up his options. And this is nice to see from the SACS boys. Not always wanting to go forward, not always wanting to get into the circle, but happy to keep possession and maintain it around the back, manipulate this Rondebosch defense as much as they can, and look for openings like that one, trying to find Liam Haupt. Unfortunately, though, just not finding his man, but...
Geez, all I can say is, I mean, a minute's worth of keeping the ball in discipline there. I don't know, my brain starts to wonder after about 10 seconds. So, yeah, good discipline. But Rondebosch also, credit to them there that the gaps didn't open. That means that there was good tight marking and defensive principles. And I quite enjoy this little battle there. Williams versus Williams. Ryan Williams versus Cohen Williams. Always an enjoyable one. I think they've played against each other for numerous years, already from the ages of about 11. And no doubt that's a little battle off the ball that one can keep an eye on.
SACS attempting to make their way into the circle from the right-hand side, but it's the Rondebosch striker Masikiwe finding himself on defense. And, coming out trumps on this occasion, getting himself into a good position as Opperman looks for Davis at the top D. Ball does bobble loose. Davis still has the ball on the end of his stick as he tries to worm his way through, and unfortunately though for Rondebosch, just their tackles letting them down as they concede here another short corner.
Yeah, the man who made his first team debut last week, Rowan Davis, along with Josh Opperman. Davis looks like he's enjoying this one, and it's a nice thing to see. I think it's always an interesting debate when you play against your old team. I know we see it sometimes in your English Premier Leagues, and yeah, it can be a fiery occasion, or it can go really well or really badly, and I think he's making the most of the situation today against his old school. So Royden Turner on the ball, looking to push it out. And Stewart with a flick from the first castle to going bottom corner, but it looked like another save on the line. I stand to correction there. Yeah, well executed corner, but fantastic line stopping from the postman.
Stewart on the ball once again, loose to go route one. But Masikiwe is there to snuff that one out. It's Pillay. He decides route one as well. The ball is loose on the far side. Cohen Williams does pick it up, looks to play the ball back and doesn't find a teammate, as Rondebosch happy to just smash it upfield as the third chukker comes to an end. Then it is the home side who are all smiles at the moment. Those guys in the white shirts find themselves up by 7 goals to none over the visiting opponents. And with just 15 minutes then left in this game, would you say the writing's on the wall already, Brinsley?
Yeah, I think having been privileged enough to work with the SACS under-16 group, they are a highly motivated group, and I think they would try to possibly try one or two new things, but I think they at the same time have the internal drive to keep pushing forward. But on the flip side as well, I think Dylan Thorburn, the coach of Rondebosch, he's a man with a lot of passion. He's currently playing some Grand Challenge hockey at one of the local clubs in Cape Town, and I think he'll be saying to the guys the same thing. Let's really show ourselves here, and if we put in a strong defensive effort and just move that ball into space quickly on the counters, we can get ourselves on the scoreboard. So yeah, I think both teams might be going into this final chukker with a 0-0 mindset, and both to try and win this last chukker.
Yeah, I think what we've also noticed is that confidence plays a massive factor in this game. You know, SACS are coming off a big win last week against Fairmont. Rondebosch haven't played for a while. So this is their first game in quite a while. So they're still trying to find each other again, and it's going to take a few games before they do settle on their combinations and get things going between them. And on the flip side, the SACS side, well, they've been playing together for quite a while. They know each other. They understand their system. They understand the objectives. They understand what the coach wants from them, and they've been executing. They've been delivering. Not only have they been delivering in terms of getting the system right and their performance on the field, but they've been delivering on the scoreboard as well, as they find themselves up by 7 goals to none. And it's pretty much the way things have been thus far today at the Brewery Astro at SACS. It's been the home side all the way in the under 14A game. SACS running out 11-1 victors. In the under 15A game, SACS running out 5-1 victors. And currently the under 16As are 7 goals to the good over the visiting Rondebosch side. As the final chukker then gets underway, with the SACS defenders happy to keep possession and just keep the ball moving amongst the back three, which is something you rarely see these days, that a team is comfortable enough to push their extra centre half into the midfield and keep possession with a back three as opposed to a back four, as is tradition. But Rondebosch, to their credit, they've maintained the fight. They've kept themselves going. They've kept their heads up. They've been in the battle all the way through, as Davis on the ball in the circle, goes on the backhand.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I mean, geez, firstly, what a pick by Ray Bonnet. The defending starts at the front, and he showed as a forward what needs to happen. It feeds Davis, who he makes a thing weekly out of scoring the spectacular. And I mean, an upright backhand is not an easy skill to the viewer watching at home, and just miss. So yeah, unfortunate there. Like I said at the end of this chukker, end of the last chukker, sorry, it'll be interesting to see if SACS can maintain the intensity, but also the simplicity of their basics being a high standard and filling the right positions. Just 1 or 2 errors starting to creep in. 1 or 2 times going over the line now. Maybe a little bit of fatigue.
So SACS maintaining the pressure on the Rondebosch defense as they turn possession over. Into the circle they go once again. Ball comes across, and unfortunately this time though for SACS doesn't find a teammate that crashes into the sideboard as Rondebosch breathe a sigh of relief, but not for long as a wild pass from Luca Miller from the centre back does not find the outside half and goes over the sideline as SACS get possession, but quickly
counters.
Turnover by Rondebosch as they try to get a counter going, but excellent work from Carrick, who works back nicely to win back possession. You see he's taken up the right link position.
Yeah, Dean, Mr. Versatile, as said in the first half. So I think he's sitting in with Josh Opperman at centre mid. This team obviously playing maybe a little bit of a different shape to most teams. And, oh, what a ball. What a ball. Good stick pressure and the missed shot. But yet again, I think if Bosch can take those quick free hits and look direct to their forwards, there's some gas up there and those guys can get some shots off. But yeah, back to it. I mean, Opperman with character at centre mid is an enticing prospect. And yeah, I think both of them together will be able to run that show from centre mid. Here's Carrick on the ball again.
Excellent strength from Carrick to ride 2 tackles and find the beach blonde hair of Cole Allen on the left-hand side. Links up with Cohen Williams, who shows nifty work. Gets it going. And unfortunately, this time for the lanky forward, his shot goes agonizingly wide.
Yeah, nice infield break. Little Cole Allen there laying it into Cohen Williams. And the shot across goal. Here it is, Cole Allen. Great first touch. Nice little inside-outside. And close to taking off teammate Ray Bonnet's head. But yeah, nice opportunity. Rondebosch, though, in the interim, had a nice little break.
Tell you the one thing that surprised me on that occasion is that there wasn't a SACS. In fact, Ray Bonnet opted to stand in front of the keeper and not fill the position at far post, which you've seen throughout the game and throughout the teams that have played before, that the SACS strikers are all filling the critical areas, being at P-spot and far post. And on the one occasion where you actually need the guy to be chilling on that far post, he decides he wants to go and stand next to the keeper. Probably had a bit of a chat to him beforehand, trying to put him off. As we see Ray Bonnet on the ball, tries to get the ball through to Rowan Davis.
Davis
eventually
one time
it does cut to him. He maintains position, goes on the run on the left-hand side, finds the foot. At least that's what I thought. My opinion means absolutely nothing. It's all up to the umpire on the field.
Yeah, just getting a little bit scrappy here. I think the guys, yeah, maybe a bit of mental fatigue. I don't think the conditions are necessarily there for the physical fatigue. But yeah, I think the guys will be better for this. They'll learn how to do things differently in the final quarter.
Carrick glitching up with Allen. Fortunately, can't get the ball under control as Carrick tries to get the ball once again.
And Mr. Dependable,
Mike
Cowan, cleaning up.
Finds Liam Haupt. The diminutive man goes on a run. Links up with Williams. 1-2 between those as they settle things down. Ray Bonnet on the ball. Looks to get the ball into P-spot and finds the foot of the Rondebosch defender. And once again, another short corner for the home side.
Yeah, and in picture now, Raik Daniels, grade 9 boy, playing centre midfield for the Rondebosch 16A side. So, yeah, I think for him, he can see this as a nice learning tool. Yeah, comes to my knowledge that in all of the grade 9s out there, he's well respected and has certainly put in some great performances. And even in a game like this, has shown himself well against the likes of Opperman, Carrick and co.
So it's Davies standing by the castle where Pillay will stop the ball. Carrick is linked up with Haupt as we await the ball to be put into play. It does, though. It does go to Pillay. Davies, but this tries to mop up. Unfortunately, though, it comes off the back stick, and there's a chance for Rondebosch to launch the counter-attack. It's a 3v2 situation for them, but excellent work from Mandava, showing how calm and composed he is at the back. Turns position over and quickly to Williams. Gets into the circle. Ray Bonnet tries to get the ball under control. Doesn't. Liam Haupt looks for the back stick. Lays it off to Pelé. Pelé showing presence of mind just to keep the ball on the stick and induce a poor tackle from the Rondebosch defenders. And it's yet another short corner to the home side. The wave and wave of attacks just keep coming from SACS.
Yeah, and if that's anything that's in store for later, I am sure there are going to be numerous quick breakaways, 80-meter turnovers, great tackling back there from the SACS defense, and then a turnover to go the other way.
Tom Stewart made his way to the top of the D, but it is Davies who had the flick, and excellently saved by the keeper. Made it look pretty easy on this time. Unfortunately, though, the ricochet is deemed to be dangerous by the umpire, and the short corner will be reset.
I'm sure Stewart and Davis are having a little ching chong cha there for who's going to have the next one off the top. They both backed themselves.
Bonnet does get it in. It is Davis who this time deceives the keeper by going for the lack of pace.
The little I'm not going to flick it. I'm going to probably looks like a double slap, rolling it from the top of his stick down to the end.
It's nice to see the little bit of deception from the drag flicker as we see it. Fakes the hard flick as he did in the previous short corner and just opting to keep it low, keep it flat. And the lack of pace on the ball, shall we say, deceiving the keeper and getting through his legs as Davies is all smiles, picking up his fourth of the game, taking the SACS home side to 8 goals to the good over Rondebosch. And as we enter the final 6 minutes of the game, Liam Haupt mopping things up at the back, and off he goes on a run, trying to launch this counter, linking up with Bonnet. It's a 1-2 between the two. And Liam Haupt still in possession. Acres of space on the right-hand side. He does find the teammate. And just like that, SACS have turned defense into attack as they once again find themselves in the circle. Backstick comes in.
Oh my goodness. I have seen Roden Turner, RT, going inside, outside, inside again, and he loves that backhand. So, yeah, I know a good couple of months ago, just before the last lockdown, he did the exact same thing you're seeing right now and actually put it up top left against the first team in a little training game. But not tonight. I know him. He'll be reeling in that one, but he'll definitely get another chance in the coming games, I'm sure. Stewart on the ball now, looking up, playing it to Allen. Possible backstick. No, definite backstick. Whistle's gone.
Eagle eyes from the umpire as he spots the ball just dribbling onto the wrong side of the stick and hands possession to Rondebosch. It's around about 4.5 minutes to go in this, the third game of 5. As a quick turnover. Trying to link up with Pelé at the top D, but captain fantastic for Rondebosch, Luca Miller making the interception. It's danger's not gone though, as
lovely skill there. Stewart picking the interception, eyes up, plays Bonnet. Bonnet with quite a technical little shot there. We call it the backspace, puts it away from the goalkeeper so as to buy himself more time and space. But a fantastic block save by the Bosch goalkeeper, and then just a penalty, corner 1. So let's call it early. What are they going to do? Are they going with the bankers, or are they going to go with something like a German or something elaborate?
I'd love to see Stewart get himself onto the score sheet. Anybody who plays in bright pink boots certainly deserves a goal. He does go for the slap shot. Straight at the keeper though. If you've got confidence to wear bright pink boots, you need to get your name on the score sheet at least once.
Yeah, certainly.
Picked up, loose ball by Pelé. He tries to go on the inside. Excellent save from the keeper. Davies latches onto the rebound though. And from an acute angle, Tries to get his 5th of the game, but it does hit the side betting as Rondebosch again tried to launch that counter attack, and not on the same wavelength are the strikers as the ball just trickles over, and Rogan Sturk has got some work to do to retrieve the ball for his defenders. Composure then from SACS as they maintain possession.
Well read there by Raik Daniels.
And unfortunately though, that final pass just not making its way onto a Rondebosch stick, and unfortunately for them, another potential chance goes begging. And SACS showing plenty of confidence on the ball to keep things going in their favor. Cohen Williams on the ball, comes inside, it's always dangerous for the defensive side when your left striker or left midfielder makes that 45-degree run like that. As the ball split to the right-hand side, it's Liam Haupt on the ball, lays it back for Carrick, and just like that, Carrick slots it into the near post. Brings up goal number 9 for the home side. And that is the 2nd of the game then for Dean Carrick.
Yeah, he'll be hungry now to move from midfield to that forward line.
Excellent work from Liam Haupt, drawing in that final defender and then laying the pass off to Dean Carrick on the 90-degree.
And I mean, pick your person there. You got Opperman coming through at P spot. You have Cohen Williams at far post. I think you had another 2 just behind that. So, yeah, but a great right-hand side drive. I'd love to see the stats if they were just on how many right side T-point entries SACS have had, and also the conversion rates as such. Because, geez, have they tormented that right channel today?
Really well drilled the SACS outfit. They know exactly what they need to do, at which area of the field they need to do it in. This little Cole Allen with the bleach blonde hair tries to get things going in the final 60 seconds then of the game. Home side SACS enjoying a more than comfortable 9-goal lead. The question now is, in this final 40 seconds, can they get 10?
I'll never say never in this fast-paced game. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Ryan Williams on the ball has got a good aerial on him. He could look to probably play this long. But Cowan picks up. I stand to correction.
Opperman spins, finds Carrick. Carrick with the try, or at least attempts to get the big ball across to find his captain Pillay in the circle. It is a bit loose and scrappy as SACS looked for that final goal, and unfortunately for them, time has run out. And what a game it's been, Brinsley.
Yeah, great game. You got Tom Stewart there in picture. He was pretty calm and composed at the back. But I think, yeah, just with this straight-on view here of the pitch and, yeah, that mountain in the background, what a setting. And we've been treated to some fantastic hockey. I think both schools here, rich tradition, and yeah, one definitely that the SACS side will be very, very happy with. To my knowledge, I think Rondebosch still have a good couple of fixtures as well in the coming weeks, and they certainly have some positives and styles that they know can work for them, as well as one or two things they can work on in the week to come.
So that's how it ends then here at the Brewery Astro. It is the SACS under 16A side walking away with a comfortable 9-0 victory over Rondebosch, pretty much keeping things going the way it has been throughout the 3 games we've had thus far. But do not go away, still got 2 matches to come. Up next, it's the second sides going at it, and then after that, it's the big one. It's the first teams. So do stay tuned to Super Sport Schools. We'll be bringing you plenty more of this incredible hockey action.
Welcome back to the Brewery Astro for the penultimate game tonight. It's the SACS under 19B versus Rondebosch under 19B. It's the curtain raiser to the big one, which will happen in an hour. But these boys will be keen to show their skills tonight. It's Rondebosch in the blue and gold, and SACS the home team in the white. And Rondebosch, they get us going early doors. These are the big boys. These are the men that we want to see on the AstroTurf. So Rondebosch intercepted by SACS into the circle entry, and they have a free hit outside the circle. It won't be a short corner. Actually, in fact, it is a short corner. It's the first one of the game. Early, very, very early, within the first minute, SACS have an opportunity to attack the goal. I welcome my co-commentator Sam Holmes, fresh from another convincing victory with his under-16As. A very strong SACS outfit. The man of the moment. Welcome, Sam.
Oh, thank you for having me again. Wouldn't so much say the man of the moment. Another great team performance by the SACS under-16A side.
Pushes out. The flick is in, and SACS open the scoring within 1 minute of the start. That's what the home team would have been wanting, and an early lead to the boys in white.
Perfect start for SACS. It's been a perfect set of fixtures. I think they're probably a bit more fortunate to have a little bit more hockey under the belt, and as we can see, the PC going out to the left there, and Aidan Fleetman, my apologies, Ben Elliott-Jones bearing that. Beautiful to see.
Now, SACS have been in all the games thus far. They've come out roaring out of the starting blocks and really put Rondebosch under pressure in all the matches thus far, and the second 11 have shown no difference. But this is a Rondebosch in the circle, but SACS managed to get clear. Just a couple of turnovers of possession. Definitely no cagey start here. It's a frenetic beginning from SACS.
I must say, between climbing up the scaffolding and coaching and the stresses that come with that, I can barely breathe. So excuse me if I take a while to get a couple of sentences out, but you're in good hands here with Zahir.
No worries, Sam, no worries. We do know the pearls of wisdom will come as the game warms up from Mr. Holmes.
Let's sincerely hope so. I think as with all fixtures, the higher you climb up the ladder, moving up from the junior games and under 14, under 16 to the firsts and the seconds, the standard really becomes a lot higher, and it also becomes a lot tighter. So while SACS have had the upper hand against Rondebosch this afternoon, I'd expect a pretty close fixture from both the ones and the twos.
No, these are the big boys. These are the boys everybody comes out to see. I know you're watching, if you're watching at home on SuperSport Schools, live on channel 247. This is the action that we're bringing to you straight to your homes. Unfortunately, you cannot be here at the SACS Brewery Astro due to COVID-19 restrictions.